So I did all the editing of our Aftermath episode for Eternal Lies. And then I know we also recorded our April 1st business meeting, and that should be ready to go as well. But don't worry, I didn't include that in the episode because it would be very silly to include our April 1st business meeting at the end of this episode, because that's sort of like private stuff we don't really want to share with the podcast audience. Anyway, thanks. We'll get this file up, and let me know if we could just stop paying taxes now. Thanks. Welcome to a sort of impromptu recap episode of Daniel's Dread Tales. I am Daniel Fernandez, your game master, he, him, and joining me this week, as always, are... Somebody introduce yourself. Go.
Hi, I'm Nathan. He, him, regular on these parts, most recently having been playing JB Falk for our Eternal Lies adventure.
I guess I will go next. Hi, Damien, also generally a regular around here. I have been playing Reginald Kilworth in said Eternal Lies campaign.
Hello, I'm Renee. She, they, sort of newly regular, enjoying myself a great deal. Thank you very much, unless somebody says something mildly negative, in which case I will just crawl back into my coffin, never to be seen again. I have been playing Dr. K. Morgan. She, her.
And I'm the Steve. No, this is...
No, wrong show. Wrong arc.
This is Russell. I've been playing Collin Kane, soft-boiled detective.
Yeah, that's not a bad description of them.
Not at all.
All right. So, the first thing I wanted to sort of ask is, how you feeling? You know, we finally wrapped up our Los Angeles arc. What do we just... First thing off the top of your head, tell me how you feeling about the campaign so far.
I'm mad.
You're mad.
I'm mad at
Why
you.
is that?
I'm mad at you. You almost...
What did I do?
You... What didn't you do? You almost killed me twice.
Bit of torture.
I just let things happen. I just let the things happen. There's a mouth that wants to kill things. That mouth was there. Admittedly, the thing where you got grabbed, but you were one of the people that was alone. I needed to grab somebody who was alone, and I thought I'd be able to roll better against you.
Yeah.
Than Damien.
The dice tell a story, and the story they're telling this time is a K. Morgan snuff film.
No.
I mean, in your half-hearted defense, you did try to grab Damien. It just didn't work.
Yeah, she just rolled too damn high, and as a result, you had to grab the only woman in the group.
Okay, I'm not going to stand for these accusations of misogyny.
Now, to be fair, it wasn't necessarily just about him not rolling high enough to get me. My character is kind of built as he's ex-military, so like he's kind of built for scuffling.
I suppose that makes sense. I am not built for scuffling at all.
I forget what I built for.
Accounting, apparently.
Same.
This actually might be an important thing to bring up. I don't know if we want to do this on this call or not, but y'all have 8 points to spend to improve your characters. We should cover things better. Maybe.
Yes.
I already spent mine. If people want, I can go through it. I would just have to load up Roll20.
Do you remember what you did, or vaguely?
I know I put points in lockpicking, because that was one of those things that was a difficulty, let's say.
I feel like it brought up some amusing challenges.
It did. It really did. I think I put some in architecture.
That was a thing nobody had.
Yep.
I'm just going to load it up, because I'm like right there.
I'm putting them all in accounting, baby.
You do not need to put them all in accounting. Jesus Christ.
All fucking 8 points in accounting.
I don't know. I've used it a lot more than shadowing.
While Damien's been looking up their character there. Is there anything else people are thinking they want to or have improved about their character?
I'm currently pulling up Roll20 as well.
As am I.
Hey.
So,
Okay, so this has become an administrative working meeting here. Please level up your characters. No, we don't have to, but maybe.
No, we could do housekeeping. Why not?
so yeah, architecture, I put 2 in. I put 1 in history. I put 1 in library use, 2 in locksmith, because, like I said, it's useful. And then the last 2 I put in hypnosis, just because I thought it would be funny.
Oh,
Okay.
hypnosis, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, nobody had hypnosis, I think, so we'll see how the hypnosis goes.
Now, that being said, I am going to have to read into more about how that skill works. The last time I did, I just kind of glanced over it. But, yeah, it could be fun.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how ridiculous I want to make the hypnosis skill, because hypnosis is like a real thing, and we could lean towards the real part of it, or we could do ridiculous hypnosis. So I'm not sure. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, I say we let that one, the fiction decide that one.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just the one who inspires the fiction, so I need to think about that.
Well, I can't log on to Roll20, so...
Amazing.
Damn it.
One thing that came up in that last session was astronomy. That might be an interesting one for Collin. Either that or all accounting.
You know, it does say here only alienists and parapsychologists can buy or use the skill hypnosis.
Okay, fine. I'll swap those 2 points.
I think maybe none of us are going to get hypnosis unless one of you gets fangoriously devoured and replaced.
Which is always a possibility, as we came very close to happening.
That almost happened. How are we feeling about... I don't mean to skip to the end, but I guess I am. How are we feeling about the big mouth?
Mad!
What are we going to do about the big mouth?
I'm aroused and I don't like it.
I did call it a hentai monster, I guess.
Yep.
I think hentai abomination was my exact words.
That's fair.
I didn't... Yeah. I'll give it this. That's the most danger I've ever felt like I've actually been in during an RPG, so...
The moment I heard the words tongues covered with mouths, I thought, yeah, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Do the tongues have mouths on them in tentacle porn?
They can.
Sometimes.
They could.
They do in this one, apparently.
In this one, they do. Maybe I'm just not consuming enough tentacle porn.
So say we all. Wait.
Yes. No shade if you like tentacle porn, I guess. I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum. I'm done talking about this.
Can I? Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I change the topic a little bit?
No.
No.
Yes,
Can,
please,
can
God,
we
do.
can we stop talking about tentacles?
You can try.
I think maybe it would make sense for Kay to gain a little bit of assess honesty because I did not have anything in it.
Why does Kay feel the need to get assess honesty?
Oh, why do you think she fucking needs to gain access honesty? Assess honesty.
Maybe some scuffle or weapons use.
I will give you this. You were moving the plot along by talking to that guy, so I do appreciate that.
Oh, so it's all just plot for you.
Kinda.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to just be plot, but I needed to find a reason to have the private investigator
It was
come after
I was being facetious.
Yeah.
I know it's like half plot, half character development.
Kay's looking at maybe getting some assess honesty.
Too.
Remember, you could put points into your general skills, which is maybe more useful for folks. But, okay. Oh, I see Nathan's finally in the Roll20.
Yeah, I
Hello.
had to reset my password, but I got here.
We've confronted this weird mouth. Now, I guess we're having right now a little bit of an out-of-character strategy meeting. Hey, what are you going to do about this mouth?
Big ball?
I hope we find the answer to that over the course of our investigation.
Just roll a big ball into it.
It's a real big ball.
Yeah.
Just a ball gag.
Because it went real bad last time. Also, I fed a guy to it and drove everyone insane. Real sorry about
Yes,
that, team.
thank you for that.
These things happen.
It happens. Ooh, hey. Okay, so I know I couldn't put them in hypnosis.
Were you going somewhere with that? Okay, yeah.
If I put another point in Cthulhu Mythos, that just means my maximum sanity is 6, right?
Your maximum sanity would need to go down, yes.
Well, okay, so going from 3 to 4, my maximum sanity would still go down to 5? Or it would...
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm at 6 maximum sanity right now.
Right, because your maximum sanity already went down. Let me double check how that works. You're like, I've already been driven slightly insane. I'll learn more about Cthulhu.
Well, I mean, I have the books.
You absolutely have the books. And nothing could go wrong with the books.
And it kind of makes sense if he is going slightly more insane with every book he reads, you know? Reading more books seems like a better and better idea.
There you go. Hey, does anybody have physics?
I can
Not
have
I.
physics.
I don't. I
I
was
would-
considering it, but no, if you want to grab that, definitely go ahead.
I'll take physics.
Theology?
I do have theology.
How about law? I mean, Collin probably does, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, okay.
It comes up in my line of work.
I'm gonna start putting shit in interpersonal skills. Because I've only got assess honesty and oral history alongside, like, my credit rating. And if I really want to go the full Columbo vibe, I should have flattery.
That and bargain are the
All
only
right.
ones Colin doesn't have.
Okay, may I ask a question?
Let me answer the Cthulhu
Okay.
Mythos question first here. So you could add points to that because of the books that you have, and that's fine. I also should note that Cthulhu Mythos, if you would like, sort of the neat thing you could do with it is you can piece together fragments of disassociated knowledge, which will let you just know an answer, even if you haven't figured it out already, if it's Cthulhu related. But when you do that, you lose stability and maybe sanity.
Yeah,
Oh, fun.
that's why I've been kind of careful about how I've been kind of bringing it up. And I've been, because we kind of talked about that before, and it's like,
We did, yeah.
basically, as long as I'm not necessarily spending, I can,
Yeah.
we've agreed that I can bring my outside, whatever I know outside of the game
Yeah,
in
I'm
for-
letting that sort of be just like sort of vague knowledge.
So, like, I've been kind of going that route because I know that when I start doubling down, and I'll probably, to be 100% honest, once my max sanity drops to about 5, there's a chance I may start going down that route because I think at that point it'll make narrative sense. Because, yeah, it's not all that sane at that point in time, and, you know.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, so you're speed running insanity over here. That's fine. That's good. Renee, you were saying something?
I was... Oh, right. Could you remind me what cop talk is?
Talking to cops.
2 cops.
That means being able to talk to the police and having the police trust you.
I mean, my late husband was a cop.
So yeah, that's probably
Okay.
a good one to grab.
It kind of makes sense.
Very in character.
It kind of makes sense that I would have cop talk, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
A little bit, yeah.
The only thing, I try not to overlap our cop top skills, but I think only Colin has that.
I have one
I don't
point
know.
in that.
Like,
Okay.
I'm
let's
also...
be real. We split the party enough to justify it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
also gonna pick up some scuffling because
There you go.
Probably
Yeah.
a good idea.
I did
Yeah.
not like being almost entirely helpless.
Yeah.
Did not like that.
Okay. So, how did we feel about how the whole case went in general? I know we did a lot of investigating. How did we feel about sort of the detectiveness of this all?
Look, I love the detective shit.
we found clues.
We
and
did?
the things we learned made sense.
Indubitably. I'm sorry. Cut it out, please.
No,
No,
nothing gets
you
cut
saying
out.
indubitably is going in forever.
Fuck
Yeah.
me.
We're gonna make it part of the intro.
Anything else you want to comment on that? There might not be anything to add to that. I will say I honestly was a little concerned that things were sort of having a slow boil, and I know that is the Cthulhu mythos sort of way. But I don't know. Were we enjoying that whole process?
Absolutely.
I was.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons why like any sort of scene, any sort of like investigative scene where I was trying to look for more information because that's the name of that part of the game type deal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Daniel, you're doing a great job at being just vague enough and feeding us just enough information.
Yeah. Well, also at this point going forward, you have a better idea of what's going on. I would say you don't super know what's going on, but at least there's like occults and mouths and stuff.
Yep.
And we have 4 potential future destinations.
And more drama.
And
Well,
more trouble.
Yay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't fucking wait.
Yeah, looking at all those leads, it's like, how's this going to break my brain?
Yeah. So I guess before we talk about the other places you should go, I want to say, do we have any sort of theories about what's going on with the cult? Because I know there are some mysteries that are still around here. Does anybody have any, like, this is our red string on the board, connecting things in my evidence dungeon sort of thing? What are we thinking? Any hunches?
It's time to Pepe Sylvia this shit.
Yeah.
I have no hunches for the Pepe Sylvia board.
I thought that Walker could theoretically be Ms. Winston Rogers' father, but
Whoa!
Huh.
Okay.
That-
This is
Now we're talking.
That's a swing.
This is the kind of Pepe Sylvia shit we're here for.
because but like, is it too on the nose? WW. Because like their fake names don't necessarily like match, Like Ikaveria was Town Car, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Although
Or Black? One of them was Black, the other was Town Car.
Bookwald
Hold
was
on.
Town Car.
I think Bookfold was Town Car, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? Of the wild theories, that is one of those wild theories. So Winston Rogers' father is still alive?
Could be. Question mark? I don't know.
Question mark. Okay.
And maybe the main antagonist. It could happen.
It would be.
Yeah, stranger things have happened in these sort of things.
It would be just fucked up enough to make some semblance of sense.
Hmm.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. Any other... It doesn't have to be that wild of a theory, but any other theories?
Cavalria is coming back at some point.
Yeah,
Cavalry is not dead.
yeah, I was about to say I don't think, and this may be slightly different from how Russell is coming at it, but I don't think Akavaria is dead. Honestly, I don't think Akavaria was human in the first place. And I think his death was essentially just a way to kind of,
Metamorphose?
well, just
Or return home, perhaps.
maybe return home, maybe just like retreat and regroup a little bit.
May I make a counterpoint?
Mm-hmm.
I do not. I don't think that Ikaveria was anything other than human. At least, until his quote-unquote death. The way Abraham Buchwald recalled, Ikaveria just bragging at him. Yay, you know what? I'm lying to everybody. This is not about,
True, that is a
Yeah.
very human thing to do.
Yes, this is a very human thing to do. I don't think any, eldritch, all-powerful entity would stoop so low.
Counterpoint, and this may be coming from me, like, listening to way too many Lovecraftian stories. In the, like, whole, like, Lovecraftian set of fiction, there have been eldritch entities, maybe not like elder gods, but eldritch entity, lower end eldritch entities that have been portrayed doing that.
You know what? One of the most human eldritch entities, in terms of just being plain old a fucking asshole, is good old Nyarlathotep, who we now know for a fact is at least tangentially related to this mystery.
Do you know that?
We do know
He was mentioned.
Ish. His name
A
came
lot
up.
of things have been mentioned,
That's fair.
and then other people have said that they were lying about those things. That's all I'm saying. That's
Look.
all I'm saying.
The name came up. It's not worth ignoring.
True. So, speaking of which, what do you think about... There's some weird stuff about... What do we think about the fact that there's something weird going on with who's actually being worshipped here? Why do we think that is the case? Do we have any idea?
Because
It's okay if you don't know.
the being is a liar. Whoever they are.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
tracks.
you think the thing they're worshiping itself is the liar, and nobody knows.
Wasn't one of the names the Liar from Beyond?
I mean, the whole thing is literally called Eternal Lies. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
There's also...
I mean, I think that the thing that we're dealing with is the liar from beyond. But if that
All right,
liar
write
from
it down.
beyond is a name for Nyarlathotep or Golgoroth or somebody completely different, you know.
I think this is just one big great game between like a multiple elder gods just trying to fuck with people.
I think
and
they're
if-
not sure just because, I mean, you look at one of these other gods, and it's just a mass of tentacles and mouths, and that kind of looks like the next one.
Yeah, they all kind of run together at some point. Some of them want to destroy humanity. Some of them are just going to destroy humanity and not really notice it. But either way, it's not going to be good.
But it'll be a hell of a ride, apparently.
Yeah, okay. Well, if we have no other... Do we have any other ideas of what's going on?
Edgar Job
any
is
other
the
theories?
vessel for a Cavalria.
Edgar Job
Yeah.
is... Cavalry is gonna... Why do you think that?
Because he survived that night at the farm, and when we originally mentioned this, you said, give me your definitely wrong theory, and I mentioned this, and there was a very long pause.
Okay. Well, if you want to try to meta guess, go right ahead.
See, if it were me in Daniel's shoes right now, I would have been listening to everybody's theories and had a notepad out or a notes document and just been taking down everything.
Who says that's not what I'm doing?
Yeah, I
Oh.
assumed that's what he was doing myself, so.
I mean, I also don't need to take notes. We're recording this.
Nope, it'll be burned after this.
Oh, okay.
Or possibly
I
released.
mean-
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because we're recording it doesn't mean, like... I mean, it's better to have these things written down if you're going to be, like, you know, planning a campaign on notes. I feel like you and I DM very differently, actually.
Well, I am pretty... I am very loosey-goosey sometimes in what I'm doing. Although, to be fair, this is based on an existing module.
That is true.
I have some stuff to go off of. Though, honestly, I will say, even you shouldn't read the Eternal Lies book, because, geez Louise, that would be like cheating us out of the whole thing. I know you were going to. But even if you were to, I have changed several things in there to things that I like better. There's actually, if you look up Eternal Lies, one of the first things that will pop up is a dude on the website, thealexandrian.net, who made their own, they called it a remix version, where they added like a new area and changed a bunch of the clues and stuff. because they didn't like the way the original worked. I looked at that too, and while I think I don't necessarily agree with some of the criticisms, I've stolen some stuff from there too. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Now, was Legsy in the original or the remix?
was Legsy? Turns out Legsy is a Fernandez original, baby.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Lexi might be a Fernandez original, but it's a Deadpool situation where the character really came into to its own when Russell got a hold of it.
Yep, I did the same with Deadpool.
All right.
You know what I meant by that.
Yes. I guess, is there anything else that we should talk about? Should we talk about where we're going next? Or should we wait to talk about that for like a real episode?
We can talk about it now because we have to decide as a group anyway.
Yeah.
We do need to decide as a group anyway.
Well,
and then we can in character do it next session.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So
spoilers.
Obviously, the big sort of silly thing that happens with this is you get a big book that tells you 3 different places you could go. I know that might seem a little bit forced, but fuck it, that's what happened.
there are things that are more forced out there, like the card reading in Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
Synthesis ending, baby.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Oh Christ!
Oh, no.
Don't get me started. Oh my God.
Don't worry, you're far from the first friend I've had who I've discussed how to rewrite the entire sequel trilogy with. Though I will say, The Last Jedi was great, and I will die on that hill.
Last Jedi, good. I was playing in a Star Wars tabletop game, and I think my GM also did not like the Rise of Skywalker because we ended up killing Palpatine ourselves in a way that made it so that never happened. We teamed up with Luke Skywalker to kill him at the Battle of Endor. It was a whole dumb thing as we wrote our own fic, but through rolling dice.
Okay.
It
Hell
was
yeah.
petty, but it felt good.
That's
like half a role
that's
playing.
half the fun.
Yeah.
Back to Eternal Lies.
We ended up making it a
No,
thing where...
apparently
No,
not.
I'm not talking about Star Wars. Thank you.
Yes.
Eternal Lies.
Eternal Lies. Thank you, Renee.
You're very welcome.
Star Wars sucks all the air out of the room.
We're professionals around here.
I burst from the ground.
We are not professionals. We are not getting paid for this. God, I wish I could be a professional podcaster. Please donate. So, the 3 places that you found in Trammell's book, The Testament of Dripping Mouths Emanates, is... Well, the whole book is really weird and confusing, and you're only really getting this information after you're studying the book a while. But the 3 vague directions that it points you to are Bangkok, which you see there's correspondence from somebody named SS, who's been talking to Trammell about, the metaphysical nature of the being that the cult worships. And they seem to have a different idea about who the cult worships or the nature of how the cult worships, and that they are inviting Trammell to come join them and to fight in their rights in Bangkok.
Fight for the right to party. Got it.
RITES, rights.
Oh, okay.
The other one you have is there's a section that talks about theories about how to please the thing with 1,000 mouths. Yet another name for, I think, the same being.
Oh, I have had enough of pleasing these things. One orgy was too much.
If we could please the mouths, it will stimulate additional nectar production.
Don't say stimulate.
I hate that so much. I hate. And the worst part is that it's not even an awkward thing. No, it is in a sexual connotation.
Big time.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't like it.
And there is a particular experiment conducted by a Montgomery Donovan in Malta that demonstrates that a potent sacrifice can multiply by many times the blessings of our God.
Oh my.
That's not good.
That sounds like the most immediately dangerous one.
Yes. Then there's also a letter from, or series of letters from Mexico City. You're seeing a lot of correspondence from somebody in Mexico City with the initials JB.
No relation, right?
Hopefully.
It was you all along.
JB from the future.
Oh no.
I hope he killed Hitler at least.
They're talking about how the voice of a great mouth may have the power to enchant or enlighten, and how they're trying to figure out how to use the voice of the mouth.
Oh, that one sounds a lot more safe for our sanity.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I didn't play that record.
Yes. Also, you notice that the whole thing is written on stationery from Lose Records, which is the company that put out that record that you found in
Yeah.
Trammell's study.
Those discos. Right?
So,
We
those are those
pocketed
three that you
right?
found in Trammell's book. You did pocket that.
Yes.
And we're going to say that maybe it survived. You didn't catch on fire, I guess.
Yay.
No, I did not.
And finally, you have, not from that tome, but we already had established that we know that Ayers went to Ethiopia. And Ayers was an old member of the cult who has not been around since the days before the barn caught on fire.
That's
So
where I
you
wanted
could try
to go.
to track down his archaeological expedition in Ethiopia, or at least follow the remains of it. If because who knows where Ayers still is.
I mean, also back at that time, archaeological digs generally took a long time. He could still be at it.
There's a good chance he's still at it if he's not dead.
Yeah.
And if he is dead, good riddance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was working for an eldritch sex cult. I don't think it's a huge loss, yeah.
he was described as kind of a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we need evidence.
I guess.
Says who?
I mean, to be fair, do you need at this point? I mean, we should probably talk to Winston Rogers again.
Yeah.
But
We're definitely gonna have to fill her in.
Yeah, no shit.
it's less about the evidence, and I will tell you, she's gonna want this cult dealt with for what they did to her father.
Hey, after everything that happened, that makes 5 of us.
Okay. So, if I had all of the time in the world, I would super prep all 4 locations, so you would be ready to go to any of them that you chose. But I'm fucking busy. So, you guys decide where you're gonna go so I can prep that one.
I
Mexico
vote
City?
Malta.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because that one does sound like it's in the most immediate need of something to be stopped.
In the most immediate need of gunfire?
Yeah. Because, something about sacrificing someone or something to these mounds gives me, we should prevent that from happening vibes.
Yeah, I think I'm with Nathan on this one. I was thinking Ethiopia still, but then I was like, he's been gone for a decade or more. He's not going anywhere.
He's only been gone for a couple of years. No? No?
No, he's been gone since before the fire.
Yeah, so it's been at least 8 years.
Well, fuck that shit then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna vote Mexico City because it's closest, but Nathan made a really good point. I'm with Nathan. Malta.
Yeah. Malta's as good a place as any.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
You have our
So
answer.
we will make it that's also the thing that you are reading the most about as you're going through that book, Reggie.
Yep.
So you will uncover some more things, and we might need to do some investigative point spends and stuff to learn more about that. And we'll make it sound good for people who skip this episode. Yeah, I don't blame them for skipping this episode.
People should not skip any episodes.
I don't think people should skip our episodes, but I also understand that some people skip the stuff. With that, is there anything else we want to discuss in our sort of Los Angeles post-mortem thing?
Collin gave Buchwald his accounting book back, but held on to the translated copy because, obviously, I don't care about the unreadable book.
Gotcha. Okay, that's very good. That's very good.
Thank you. I worked hard on that.
Exactly.
How about this? Tell me what's one thing that you wish for your character going forward. This could be a good thing for your character or a bad thing for your character. But what's the thing you wish for your character going forward?
Okay. I would like to get into my rich and tragic backstory.
Gotcha. Okay. Because we've been seeing a little bit of your rich and tragic backstory, particularly seeming to come out since you saw this horrible mouth.
Yeah.
So, okay. Going up my little list there. Nathan, any idea what we want for Mr. Falk?
I think this is just on me to do, but I feel like I need to go crazier faster.
I mean, somebody has to be the sane one, probably. But yes, if you want to go crazy, I will try to provide you examples, but feel free to go crazy on your own.
Will do.
Yeah.
Because, like, I keep on saying, oh, I'm an artist in a Lovecraft thing. I'm not going to last long. I feel like I should actually, since I've brought that into being, I might as well.
Yeah, well, we should start talking about maybe, like, you say you're writing all the notes. We could, like, talk about how, like, your notes are getting less and less.
I loved in the last episode, anytime there was something that might possibly be sanity loss, it's like, hey, Reg, this looks like it's right up your alley.
Yes. Yeah, we may joke that JB is the one who's going insane, but Reginald is maybe the one who's really going to be going insane.
Seriously.
How about you, Damien? What are you thinking?
See, the whole, like, Reg going insane thing, that's going to happen. Like, that's... I kind of decided that right from the beginning when making this character.
Yeah, that's not even a wish. That's just a thing that's going to happen.
As far as what, something that I wish for this character, I'm not 100% sure.
That's totally valid. Totally valid. And, oh, you know what? I was going up on the list on Discord, but I guess Renee and Russell are on the same little Discord icon.
Fair.
So, Renee, any ideas for your character?
Well, I think Kay's biggest flaw is that she plays at this strong, independent woman who doesn't need no man. But in her heart of hearts, she is scared shitless because she has been protected all her life from things. And I wish for her that she deals with that stuff.
Okay.
That she realizes that she has a power.
All right, get on it, DM.
Oh, and also, please give me some tail.
I want to go through character development, and I want to get laid.
It is not fair that the person you flirted with totally made things bad for you.
Yeah, you
No, especially with this sex cult going on. Somebody should be having sex.
right? You made them all tall, dark, and handsome, and then just like
Surprise! Evil.
I mean, you didn't run into Trammell. Maybe he's hot. I don't know.
you know what? With the way my sanity is declining at this point, maybe I think he's. I don't know. Who knows what I think is hot anymore?
What you're saying is there's a chance.
Sure.
We'll see how it goes. I think maybe Kay has had too much bad stuff happen to her in particular lately. We got to spread that love around, or at least just make bad stuff start happening to everybody.
Well, that's what the mouths are for.
There's the spirit.
That is what the mouths are for. Jesus fucking Christ. Don't worry, they're going to start manifesting more.
Oh, perfect.
Spoilers.
I was listening to the one episode where we were getting the lockbox from the warehouse, And there was clearly an attempt to get me to give the information to an NPC. It's just like, I don't remember my name. Goodbye.
Exactly. As soon as one of you gave the information away, that was going to be when the people came after you, because that was also something that the private eyes were watching, because that's like something left over from the cult.
Never underestimate my ability to leave a conversation awkwardly.
Clearly.
Still can't believe I did that.
Oh, it was
good.
perfect.
Someone had
Perfect.
to. Someone had to. Don't feel bad about it.
Decidedly.
All right. Well, with that, I think that we're good. So let's stop this recording. And thanks for listening, everybody. All right. All right, that's a fucking episode, right? Okay. Look,
Yeah.
I'm glad that we talked about this. That'll be a fucking episode. Could we have that fill in one? Jesus fucking Christ.
Did I sound okay?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
Silence, Nathan. Nobody gave you permission to speak.
I mean,
oh.
I did have like a 2-hour meltdown right before the recording, so I'm kind of worried I sounded weird there.
It's fine, or it isn't. Whatever. We'll edit it out if it sucks. We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Edit me out.
If we have to.
So, as I was saying, I joked about how we're not doing this professionally. Gang, this podcast shit is not working. Okay? I mean, it's working. I'm having a good time. But I'm not getting rich and famous. When I started doing this, I assumed that I would be running actual play games at Madison Square Garden. But unfortunately, it seems like some other fucking people are doing that. They stole my spot.
Oof.
Yeah, fuck you, Brendan Lee Mulligan.
I mean, like, we all know that podcasting is a surefire route to fortune. And I don't know what's happening here.
Exactly.
And yet, we barely have the money to replace my computer after exploded, got better, and exploded again.
Yeah. So while I am looking at trying to bring on right-wing influencers and nodding and agreeing with everything that they say, I don't know if I want to hone in on Joe Rogan's turf just yet. So here's what I was thinking. We know that actual play podcast is obviously the most money-making opportunity out there. But I'm thinking that we need to do something else. I'm thinking that we need to make an independently published tabletop RPG. That is what's going to make us the big money. Everybody knows that independently published tabletop RPGs, those people are rolling in the dough. That's why people keep making so many Powered by the Apocalypse hacks.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is a millionaire.
I've seen the pictures.
So we need to get on this.
Totally not cringe at all.
Agreed.
And here is something that I thought of today. You see, I was driving home from work, and I was feeling sad because my podcast isn't important enough. So I went to the Baskin Robbins and got some ice cream, and it made me feel better. And it made me realize we need to have an ice cream themed tabletop RPG. I'm clapping for emphasis. I don't know if that's picking up on the mic, but it is. And we need to figure out how to combine the two best things in the world, tabletop RPGs and ice cream. Then we make $1 billion. Then we don't need to do this fucking podcast anymore. And we could just retire to the Maldives or something.
Malta?
Malta? Yeah, I was about to say.
Look, maybe Malta. Maybe all of these places that I'm talking about I've just been researching, and that's why the case is going.
You know what? Funny enough, I was just talking to Jake today, and he asked me, what else can you put in a podcast? He answered his own question. Ice cream. Podcasts need more ice cream.
Podcasts need more ice
Coincidence?
It's weird. I heard that and I actually got started on something.
From the mouth of babes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I've only got like 100 pages written so far, but, it's coming along.
What have you got?
Okay, so it's called Cream-Mated. It's sort of OSR inspired and, like, real grim dark universe. We could run it on the podcast. Get the cross promotion going on. And...
Oh yeah, if we could, those 40k people are fucking pigs that'll eat up all this slop.
Wrath and Glory. Imagine though, Wrath and Glory, where the Chaos entities are planning something sinister that involves ice cream.
Okay, I could see that. Russell, though, you were saying something about your... I'm sorry, I don't know if Russell was done saying what they were saying, though.
Oh, it's, like I say, it's OSR, Dark Universe, started writing stuff already. So it's a dating game. You choose a flavor of your ice cream, and you choose a cone or bowl, and you go from there.
Ooh, I love this. Speaking of people that'll eat up slop, for some reason people like dating elements in games, so we're doing that, too.
Absolutely.
Love it.
I know I've read an insult post somewhere on Reddit that was talking about me, and reading that shit, it made me like, you don't get it, okay? It's hard to find a date.
Right? Leave Nathan alone.
What we need is a fucking car lock. Okay? We need a car lock, and we need a fucking, that vampire guy that all the internet wants to fuck. So we need to make that sort of thing. So yeah, we get that. We get OSR 40k shit. Yeah, you want to fuck a Dark Eldar, but they're made out of ice cream. I don't know if that's quite what we were saying, but I'm loving this. I'm feeling it.
We will be rolling in those dollar coins, yo.
Yes, we're gonna get rich. Okay.
Consider this.
Yeah.
I was talking about chaos entities, right? The ice cream of Slanesh, excessive ice cream. Then there's infected ice cream that changes flavor every 2 seconds. And then there's blood sorbet.
Point of order. Ice cream that changes flavor every 2 seconds doesn't actually sound all that bad. Just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, that's just Neapolitan if you're doing it right.
Wait a minute. What if... Okay, put a pin in this. Perhaps we should just get into ice cream manufacturing instead.
Yeah, I'm looking over what I've written here, and actually this is porn. I've written a porn. Sorry, guys, that's on me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, people like I was already talking about, like, those Baldur's Gate characters are maybe even too humanoid. People love to fuck monsters. So it's fine
clearly.
if they're getting pretty monstrous. Okay, I'm liking this. We've got our different kinds of ice cream, and the ice creams you could date. You could date the ice creams. I'm loving that. Maybe this doesn't even need to be a tabletop RPG, or maybe it'll be a solo tabletop RPG. Because, you need some alone time.
So like a book?
When you're playing it.
Oh, we can make it solo, and then we sell splat books.
Oh,
That's right. DLC multiplayer.
No. See, I was thinking this. We got to sell the Splat books, both because Splat almost sounds a little bit like ejaculation, but also, instead of selling them just like books, it's gonna come out. We're gonna have the chocolate that you could fuck. We're gonna have the vanilla you could fuck. We're gonna have the peanut butter and chocolate you could fuck. We're gonna have the Neapolitan you could fuck. And you roll dice, I guess. I don't know.
Is Neapolitan too woke?
Ooh, yes. If I know anything, we have to appeal to the worst people on the internet. So we better not say the word woke or anything. Because I've been told that if we go woke, we go broke.
For sure.
Yeah,
No.
That's true, 100%, and has never been
definitely
proven wrong.
Yes. I feel like we're going to need a disclaimer at the end of all of this meeting that definitely isn't getting out anywhere.
But what if... hang on.
No one's ever going to hear this.
Hang on.
Yeah, I know we record our meetings, but Russell, you better not be distracted by all of your sexy ice cream ideas to forget to accidentally upload this. You're not going to do that, right?
Oh, sorry, I'm eating chips.
Oh, okay. Ooh, maybe chips, too.
Consider this.
Renee, what were you saying?
Yeah, I've been trying to say, consider this. Instead of the Neapolitan, make the flag white, blue, and red color.
Oh, yeah.
With maybe an eagle in the middle.
Ooh, very American. Ooh, no.
Dude, no.
We should...
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
Not American.
Oh.
That'll be the Russian flag.
Oh.
That'll all be the same pretty quick anyway.
Right. You're right. We do need to remember that we are being paid by Vladimir Putin to destabilize North America.
I mean, that's the whole reason I'm here, right?
Yeah, no, you are. That is the reason we added a Russian to the show. So.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, no, it's not because they were good role players.
Wait, how are we broke and being paid by Russians?
It's because we have to keep fixing Nathan's laptops.
Wait, Damien, aren't you the treasurer?
Maybe.
You know what? Yeah, that checks out.
You haven't been embezzling money, have you?
Never.
Okay.
You got me there.
Okay. It's fine. We're all going to start embezzling money from the company because we're going to have so much money we're not going to even notice. Because
Right.
this is what we're going to do.
Instead
of selling books...
Just going to write this down. Incorporate podcast.
I'm sorry, you were talking? What?
I'm just writing down incorporate podcast for my to-do list. It's kind of hard to embezzle from the company before that.
Oh, right.
We do have to technically be a company first.
And also, point of order, while we are getting paid by Russia, they're paying us in rubles.
Yep. That's kind of why we're always broke.
That would do it.
Yeah, that'd do it.
God. The problem is that we're getting Russian money and not Chinese money. If we were getting Chinese money, they're the future, baby. President Xi, please come and liberate our podcast.
We're so going to hell for this one.
This is going to get us put on a watch list.
Also, by the way, completely outside of bits, completely serious. I don't know, man. Look at fucking around the United States. Please liberate my people.
I don't care if we end up on a watch list. I want us to be on a listen list.
Yeah, right?
There you go.
So this is how we're going to get money. What makes a bunch of money? Fucking Pokemon cards. So we're going to not sell books. We're going to sell packs. And it's going to be random which ice cream flavors you get that you can incorporate into your game.
Ooh, and what we have to, if we're going to do that, what we have to do is we have to add, we have to bake in power creep so that, every new edition of cards, everybody has to just go out and rebuy all of the cards over again.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Goes without saying.
I've got it, team. I've got it. We make it digital only and we incorporate gacha mechanics. We will make so much fucking money.
Guys. Make it fucking VR.
Ooh, that always makes money. Nobody's losing money in VR.
Can you imagine? You can fuck an ice cream the color of a Russian flag in VR.
Oh,
Renee,
man.
you're a genius.
VR is perfect because the thing about gacha is everybody has phones so that everybody can play it. But what even more people have VR? Everybody has a VR setup in their house.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got VR. Everybody I go to, they're like, oh man, VR? I'm almost over it. There is no ice cream to fuck in it. But we're going to change that. And we need the power creep, but because it's not about the power so much as the fuckability, we need to just ramp up the sexiness every single time. So
We're talking 3-4 scoops. Double dipped.
Oh, that
shit.
ass.
Okay, I hate to be the party pooper, but as the token woman on the show, I'm gonna have to speak for the female gaze. What do female players have?
Oh God, we talked about
Banana splits.
Normally, I would dismiss this as being woke, but if that is what Putin wants, we need to start listening to these ideas. So we need to be thinking about this.
Thank you, Comrade Fernandovich.
Yes.
And look, I'm not complaining about, having sexy males. That doesn't say anything about me. I'm not in denial about anything. But,
No, it's fine. Okay, so, like you said, banana splits. That's like a penis.
yes.
Yeah, I suppose they'll be happy.
Oh.
Okay.
If we have to get sexier every time, how about we just have AI make the pictures, and for every successive
Obviously,
generation,
of course.
we just have it add more sexy.
Perfect! Oh my god, Nathan, you've solved it!
And make them all NFTs.
Yes!
Oh, perfect! Oh, yes! Yes! Okay.
We're gonna make
I think we got it.
so much money.
Okay. And I know we talked about, like, our next episode of Eternal Lies, and, like, I don't know, we could, like, put out one of those and, like, start building up a thing. But then probably what we're going to do once we make $1 billion off of this, we're going to have to be like, oh, no, sorry, our lives got too busy, we can't do the podcast anymore. We had big ideas for the plot. And then we can have just, like, one episode that wraps everything all up inconclusively.
No, let's not go that far. Let's say we're going to do that and never get around to it.
Ooh, that's even better.
Outside of the bit again,
Oh.
I have listened to several podcasts that did that recently.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So we
Unfortunate.
just be like that. I don't know what bits you're talking about. We haven't done any bits here today at all.
Yeah. So, like, we're geniuses. Short of something terrible happening in the next 30 seconds, why is my computer smoking?
Oh, God.
Why is my computer...
I told you to put it on the patch.
Oh, God.
Guys, I think we lost Nathan.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, what? Holy shit!
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, that's fine.
Rest in
He already
peace.
came up with the AI thing, so that's fine. We don't need him anymore. It splits evenly better this
There
way.
you
Yeah,
go.
we can take attendance at the end of the meeting. We don't even have to credit him with the idea.
Yeah, this is great. Okay. Good meeting, everybody. I think that we're set. Have a good one, everybody. And as we say after every meeting...
Na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
Yeah, das Vidania.
Happy April Fools, everyone.
Oh, I cringed myself
Okay.
to death there.
There's maybe too much reality in that. Okay, there we go. That's an hour. That's an episode. Fucking save and print. In case this wasn't clear, happy April Fools. The whole second half of this episode was a joke. Sort of. I maybe stand by a couple of things I said. Bye.